Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alfabila Putri Haryadi. Now, we want to explain a famous linguist. His name is Roman Asipovich Jacobson. He was born in Russia, October 11, 1896. He was one of the greatest linguists of the 20th century. He was a member of Russian Formal School as early as 1915. He taught in Czechoslovakia between two world wars. Along Nikolaj Trubetskoy, he was one of the leaders of the influential French linguist circle. In 1928, with his colleague Trubetskoy and Karchevsky, he announced his hypothesis that phonemes, the smallest units of speech sounds that distinguish one word from another, are complex of binary features, such as voiced or unvoiced and aspirated or unaspirated. And his early works were comment on phonological change in Russian with in other Slavic languages and characteristic of the Eurasian language affinity. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm Sabita. Now I want to talk about Roman Jacobson and his early life in the US until his death. In New York, he began teaching at the New School, who still closely associated with the sage immigrants in that period. At the École Libre des Hautes Études, a short arm of Francophone University in exile, he met and collaborated with Claude Lévi-Strauss, who would also become a key exponent of structuralism. He also made acquaintance of many American linguists and anthropologists, such as Frank Bowen, Benjamin Whorf, Leonard Bloomfield. In 1949, Jacobson moved to Harvard, where he remained until his retirement in 1967. In this way, decisively shaping the development of linguistics for the remainder of the 20th century. In his last decade, Jacobson maintained an office in Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or as we know, MIT, where he was an honorary professor. In early 1960, Jacobson shifted his emphasis to write about communication science, and he died at July 18 in 1982.
According to Jacobson, our personally mind scientist, the most decisive stage in the development of his thinking was the period of revolutionary anticipation and upheaval in Russia between 1912 and 1920, when as a young student, he fell under the spell of celebrated Russian futurists, wordsmiths, and linguistics. Offering a slightly different picture, the preface to the second edition of The Soul Shape of Language argues that this book represents the fourth stage in Jacobson's quest to uncover the function and structure of sound in language. The first stage was roughly the 1920s to 1930, where he collaborated with Trubetskoy, in which they developed the concept of the phoneme and elucidated the structure of phonological system. The second stage, from roughly the late 1930 to 1940, during which he developed the notion that binary distinctive features were the foundational element in language, and that such distinctiveness is mere otherness or differentiation. In the third stage in Jacobson's work, from the 1950 to 1960, he worked with the acoustician to consider the acoustic aspect of distinctive features.